Okay, so what I would do first is I would be at my nurse's station and I would check the orders on my computer to ensure that we are doing and have an order for a Foley catheter, which we do, so that's great. So now we can move on now that we know we have the order and the correct order. So now I'm going to gather my supplies and we're going to go into the patient's room. Back. Okay, I'm going to the patient's room. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Casey and I am going to be your student nurse today. So I'm going to put my supplies down. I'm going to do hand hygiene. Put gloves on. And now I have my computer pulled up and I'm going to now ask the patient for 2 patient identifiers. Can you please tell me your name and birthday? Okay, awesome. That looks like what I have on our records. I'm just going to check your wristband, make sure we have the right identification number. Okay, it looks like we have the same one. All right. And so now I am going to close the curtains. Now we have our privacy. And now we can discuss, so I'm just going to tell the patient about the procedure that we're going to be doing. So I'll tell them all about the Foley catheter that we're going to be doing. I'm going to ask them their ability to help me during this procedure, and I'll also remind them and let them know just to, once we have the sterile field open, to just not touch that. And then I would ask them if they have any allergies to iodine or latex, and they do not. So that is great. Now, I am going to move my bedside table close to me. We're going to put it over here. And also my garbage can, which is right here. So I'm just going to move it to where I can easily dispose of my things. So it's right there. And now I'm going to move my patient to the height that I would like to work with them at. Okay, I think this is a good height. So what we're gonna do next, we'll move this a little bit more. Okay, so now that we have that moved up, now I am going to help the patient get into the position that will help me be able to insert this catheter the easiest. So I'm just going to help the patient to move their legs. I'm gonna just ask them to put their feet together and then their legs to just butterfly down, and that should be in the right position. Okay, so the patient is now in the correct position. So now I'm going to do hand hygiene. Come back over to my supplies. And we're also going to bring the wipes back with us because we're going to use those next. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just wipe their peri area down with wipes first, and also put this under pad down. So there's 2 underneath their bottom. There's 3. Okay, so first we'll just put this under. So this is just our waterproof pad that we'll put under them. to protect the bed and the bedding from if we get anything on it. So we're just going to put this here, and then I would ask the patient to help lift their hips to put this underneath. Put that there, we'll call that good. It would help us with their legs and such. All right, so now we're gonna do peri-care. So we're gonna get our wipe. And the first one, I'm just gonna wipe kind of like their thighs and around the area that we're gonna be working around. And now I'll get my second wipe, and we're gonna take one corner of the wipe, go down one side, switch corners, go down the other side, then do another corner, and then we'd go down. All right. And then you could always help give them a little privacy. And then we'll do hand hygiene again. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're going to open up our kit, which actually I wash my hands, but we're not gonna put those gloves on because we're gonna be putting some different gloves on. We're gonna put gloves back on. Okay, so we're gonna just pull this out. Put that in the garbage. Okay, so now we're gonna open our kit up, and we're gonna be using Sterile Technique. This way so I don't accidentally touch it with my body. So now we're going to put our sterile gloves on. So I'll remove these gloves. I'm just gonna put some hand sanitizer on to do my hand hygiene, and then I'm going to put my sterile gloves on. Okay, so this is what I'm using. And I'm gonna come over to this table so that I do not touch our sterile film. So I'm gonna open it up. I'm going to try to make it stick. Okay, awesome. All right, so first we're going to put our left glove on. And as you can see, we're not going to be touching anywhere on the outside. Okay, so that's on now. So now we're going to just get the cuff of this. Okay, so we have our sterile gloves on now. So now we are going to put our drapes on the patient. Okay, so now we are going to open up all of our supplies next. Open up our iodine. I'm not going to be using this, so I'm just going to drop it over there. Here. I'm gonna hook this up to our Foley. Take the cap off. Hook that on good. Okay, and then we're going to get our jelly. And the inside of this is still sterile, so we just are making sure we only touch the inside. I'm gonna open up my lubricant. Keep that aside. Then I'm going to take my catheter and I'm going to take it out of this and put some lube on it. I'm just gonna stick it in here. Just lay it down in here. All right, and now we are going to take this and put it between the patient's legs. Ensuring that we're only touching the inside of this. Okay, and now we are going to use iodine to clean our patient. Okay, and now I'm going to take my dominant hand and I'm going to place it on the patient. Ensuring I don't touch the patient here. So we're going to take one swab, go down the side. The other side. Down the middle. And you're done with that. And now we have our catheter already lubricated. Now if this was a male, we would insert 10 mLs into the penis first. Since we have a woman here, we have lubricated 2 to 3 inches of it. And I'll just ask the patient to take a deep breath. And then we will insert. Okay, so I believe that we are now in. So now I'm going to insert, fill our balloon up, and our package says 5 milliliters, so that's what we will do. So we'll go to right there, and now I'm going to ensure it is in, and now I'm going to disconnect this. Disconnect that. And now we're finished with the sterile part. So now we are going to, we can take this out. And we can throw it away. And now I'm going to remove my gloves, and I'm going to do hand hygiene. All right, and now we're going to place this leg band on the patient. And you can ask them what leg to put it on, and we just want to ensure that there is enough slack here that they have a little bit of room to move. So we'll do it here on this right leg. And we'll just take this. Place it right here. And then we will make sure that the catheter bag is closed. And then we will just want to put it, we'll hang it down here on the bed. We just want to make sure that it is below the thigh. So we'll hang it. Try to hang it right here. Let's see where we can hang this. We'll do right there. All right, and so now I would wipe off any iodine or lube that's gotten on the patient, because that can be irritating. So we'll wipe that off. I would help them get comfy again, so we can help them put their legs back out. And then I will lower the bed back to its lowest position. All right, and if we needed any urine samples, we would do it immediately, but we do not have an order to get any urine samples right now, so we will not do that. And then I will do hand hygiene once more. And then I would document and just make sure the patient's all comfortable, has everything in their reach, and then I would be finished and just go document.